And we are live. Yes, so what is going on, guys? And welcome back to my channel. And today on the West Ham unofficial YouTube channel, we haven't done this for a little while, but tonight we are going to be doing a live preview for the West Ham game versus Aston Villa tomorrow night. And we've got a few guests coming on very, very shortly to talk all things about tomorrow's game. But I'd just like to send my condolences to Papa Bouba Diop's family, as we've just heard in the last couple of minutes, his passing, a former Fulham and West Ham player. So RIP to you. But we're going to get straight into it. It is at the London Stadium, I believe, tomorrow. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. But a few comments. Come on, you irons. Yes. Sean, thank you very much. And Tom Hatcher, all the best, Jake. Thank you. So we have got a Aston Villa fan and a West Ham fan on now. Paul and Graham, how are we tonight?
Yeah, good, thank you. Good to see you, Jake.
Yeah, and you. Paul, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Thanks. I'm good. I'm having really bad problems hearing you, though. I don't know whether it's my end or what. So, yeah.
Oh, right.
We'll be all right.
Graham, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you well, yeah.
Okay.
My picture's a bit rubbish, isn't it? But, you
know. So we're going to start. Graham, what's your overall vibe for tomorrow night? What do you think? Are you going into it confidently?
It's a tough one, isn't it? Both teams pretty identical, aren't they, in their form? Villa started really well. Not really a lot in it. I think I'd take a draw, to be honest, tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think Villa look really good at the moment. I mean, they're up and down, aren't they? But Ollie Watkins looks on fire, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Be good to get Antonio back, certainly.
Yeah. Where do you think the game could be won or lost, Graham, tomorrow, do you think?
I think it's down to whether how much Antonio plays again, really. You know, yeah. I think our whole game is based around him, and we'll give the back five a tough time, won't he? While Haller, different player, doesn't really terrorise the back line, does he?
Yeah. Coming to you, Mark, what's your kind of thoughts on that? And where do you think the game will be won or lost for Aston Villa tomorrow, do you think?
Me?
Yeah.
I think, I don't know whether Barkley's out. Is Barkley still injured? If he's out, then if he's out, yeah, I think you got a chance, to be honest. He's been a fantastic signing for us, and he certainly cements that midfield and can spray the ball beautifully, which frees up Grealish to have a bit more of a free role. But I think Grealish is going to need to be a bit more disciplined tomorrow. So I think it's definitely a battle of the midfields. Absolutely tomorrow. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Speaking of Jack Grealish. Oh, sorry, no, that's Tom Daly. Sorry, he's a diver. Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish. For you, is he the most important player for you, Paul? Is he the most important player for Aston Villa?
Yeah, I suppose he's got to be, really, hasn't he? He's definitely our star. I think he's settled now. He's signed that contract, and I think he's a lot more settled than he was last season with all the transfer talk around him. But I think Dino's built a squad around him, to be honest, and I think that kind of relieves a lot of pressure from him, which is why he's playing a lot more fluently this season. And he might spend a lot of time on the ground, but it's only because other players can't cope with him.
Okay. Graham, coming to you. Do you think Ben Rama should start tomorrow night?
No, I don't think he should start because we've had 2 wins without him starting. I'm not sure if Moyes even knows where he's going to fit him anyway, to be honest. I mean, did he even want it? I'm not really sure he even wanted him, did he? But I'm sure he'll have a part to play, but I don't think he should start, no. I think they should start with Haller, the same team, really, but Antonio's got to come on at some point, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm not sure where Ben Rama fits in anyway, to be fair.
Yeah, well, it's just a big puzzle with them kind of wingers and up front, innit? I want to see him start, but you can't really drop Fornals or Bowen, respectively, can you? It's just a big.
No, not really. Fornals takes a lot of stick for some reason. Not sure why, but
Yeah.
I think sometimes he's a bit clumsy in front of goal, isn't he? But he's all right, I reckon. You know, he's one of our more consistent performers this season, I think.
Yeah, definitely. We've got another Aston Villa fan coming on now. We've got Graham Johnson, and we've got another Aston Villa fan. We've got Wills. Oh, hello, Wills Johnson. How are you guys tonight?
Yeah, I'm not bad, thanks.
Yeah, all good. Nice to see you got George Michael with you.
Yeah. What's your I'm starting with you, Graham. What's your thoughts, like kind of vibe going into the game? Do you think it's one that Villa can come out of on the other side with 3 points?
Yeah, I think we should be confident. We play better away from home. Obviously, there can't be any pressure playing away from home or at home. But certainly against the lesser teams like West Ham, we'll be fine, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. Same question to you, Wills. What's your kind of like vibe going into it? Do you think, as I said, is it a game that Villa need to be winning?
Yeah, I think we need to win this game. Obviously, you know, we're on and off in form. I feel like we should be winning against teams like West Ham, but who knows?
Yeah, Graham Cox, I think, is definitely kind of the same kind of game for us. If we want to be pushing for kind of 8th position, we do need to be winning these games, don't we?
Yeah, definitely. So Villa started really well, but I mean, they're on form, and it's a tough game for us, but certainly a game that we need to be looking to win. Yeah, definitely a winnable game. I like Villa; it's a winnable game for Villa, isn't it?
Yeah. Coming on to kind of the strikers, their kind of role, I think it's going to be a big role for them tomorrow night. And for these two men, it's Haller and Watkins. I think Watkins, I do like Watkins. He's in some good form, and Haller obviously scored against Sheffield United. Coming back to you, Paul, do you think that if Watkins fires on all cylinders, do you think that this is the game that Aston Villa should be winning?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's he's already proven he can score against the top sides. He's a predator in around the box. I'm kind of hoping that Ben Rama starts for West Ham, because I think he might pass the ball to Watkins.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
They were great at Brentford, weren't they? They were fantastic at Brentford together. So I'm glad they both made the transition into the Premier League.
Yeah. And let's hope we do see Ben Rama from the West Ham point of view tomorrow. Graham, coming to you. In terms of Aston Villa, who is the crucial player in order for Aston Villa to push for a win, do you think, tomorrow?
Well, it's obviously Grealish, but you know, you got the unsung heroes, a bit like David Luiz, people like that, and you know, there's text message, and Martinez. He's been crucial to us this season as well. He certainly gained us a few points this year. So providing we can keep Antonio out, and you know, Declan Rice kind of, you know, looks at Jack Grealish and realizes that's a player he could be, then I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. Does come into the chat. How are you? I seen you 5 minutes ago, but how are you?
Yeah, lots gone on in the last 5 minutes, Jake. But I'm still same as I was.
Oh, good. What's your prediction for tomorrow's game, Dab?
Either me or Paul will be sending lots of messages, because we tend to do that during football. Hopefully there'll be good ones coming from me to him for once. Oh, see, he's already gone. He's had enough. He knows already.
Yeah. I don't know where he's gone.
But like people say, we've got to watch out for definitely Grealish, and Watkins has had a cracking start. It's a pretty even game.
Yeah.
And as much as it's at home, it don't make a lot of difference at the moment. I would probably take the point and hope for another little cheeky 1-0 win.
Definitely. I asked Graham this question, but do you think Ben Rama should be starting tomorrow?
No, I don't think so. I think I'd like to see him get half an hour, probably, or even a half if we're free up at half time.
Yeah. Let's hope something like that happens. Wills, coming to you. What's your score prediction for Monday night's game?
Well, I'm hoping for a win, so I'd 2-1 maybe. But I could see it going to a draw.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I definitely think in the midfield is going to be where the game's won for me with Souček and Rice. And I don't know, obviously with Grealish and your other midfielders like McGinn, I think it's going to be a good game. But my prediction is, obviously, I'm always hoping for a win, but I'm going to go for a West Ham win with another 1-0 win. We've got another Aston Villa fan here. We're being drowned out with Aston Villa fans. Mark, how are you?
How you doing, Jake? You all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Sorry, I logged on a bit late, mate. I've been rushing round.
Oh, that's fine. Where do you think the game could be won or lost? Is it in the midfield, do you think, for tomorrow's game?
I'm sure the other guys I haven't heard what you've been talking about, but they probably agree with me. Where, you know, as much as we can play outstanding at the moment, I think Barkley's going to be a big miss. Yeah, I'm not really. Do you know what? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure at the moment, Jake.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely these kind of stages, I think, that where the game could be won or lost. I think definitely if Haller's firing on all cylinders, I think it could be very positive for West Ham. But then on the other hand, if Watkins fires on all cylinders, I think it could be Villa's game for the taking. Do you agree?
I think it's about taking chances, Jake. I think, you know,
yeah.
The Liverpool game could have been 10 or 11. You know, we had other games where we could have scored and lost. And that's, you're exactly right. It's about taking your chances. You know, we know we can play possession football. It just frightens me when we play the ball out from the back.
Yeah. Well, I definitely think if Aston Villa are pushing for top half of the table, I think consistency is key. As West Ham fans, we all know that consistency isn't something that comes easy to us. But Graham, coming to you, I definitely think that you could be pushing for top half of the table, but as much as it pains me to say it, I think you should be winning these games, and that's exactly the same to us. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you know, you guys and us, we should be top 10. You know, you shouldn't, with the greatest respect to teams like Brighton and, you know, Burnley, they shouldn't be, you know, plodding around mid-table like they have been, or, you know, like they're playing. They are certainly not Burnley this season, but you know, we are a decent team. West Ham have always been a decent team. You know, you've had decent players, and you know, one of the worst things of the last few years was Mark Noble never got in the England squad. You know, so you got a good core team there. So yeah, you know, we should be top 10, you know, and you guys should be just behind us, like, you know. And your dad saying 3-0 at half time, whatever he's been drinking, I'll have a pint of that, please.
I didn't say to which team though, that was the thing.
Oh no, all right, we'll take that.
Graham, what's your prediction for tomorrow's game?
I think 2-2. I'm going to go with both teams like a lot of goals, and they bang in a few goals. So yeah, 2-2.
Yeah, who's getting the goals for West Ham? Do you think?
I'll go for Haller, and then they'll drag him off half time, and Antonio.
Very good. I think both teams have had a great start to the season. Obviously with Aston Villa, Wills coming to you. The consistency is very much key. Obviously, playing these kind of sides like Brighton and losing, and then beating Liverpool madly 7-2. It's just these like mad results. The consistency is key. Do you think you have enough of it to kind of finish top 10 this season?
Yeah, I think we could more than happily finish top 10 this season. As you said, it is about consistency, whether Grealish can be consistently good and pass the ball out, or whether it's just him by himself. But yeah, I think top 10 is at least on the table for us.
Yeah, definitely. Matt, coming to you before we go, what is your prediction? Mark, what's your prediction for tomorrow night's game?
Obviously, my heart wants to win, Jake, but I guess I'd agree with a 2-2. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's getting the goals for Aston Villa? Is it Grealish?
Yeah, Grealish and Watkins. But then we are looking that we've got quite a few players that can score goals this season. We look a little bit more deadly than last season, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think you've had some very good results, and I think do you think all of you Aston Villa fans, do you think bringing in some players, quality players in the January transfer window will really boost your side? Do you think, Graham, starting with you?
Yeah, there's a couple of players we mentioned. This Rashika lad who wants to come but doesn't want to come, and I think this lad from Watford, Sarr, is it? I think he'd be a decent addition. We fairly got a good starting 11. Obviously, Barkley missing is going to be the problem, and Hourihane, although he'd probably come in, is a different player. So yeah, we certainly need to strengthen there. But overall, we got a deep, compared to where we were last year and 2 years ago, and the luck seems to be going our way a little bit. Then I think we need one or two other players, but I've been around long enough to know that players don't make a team. The whole team make the team, so to speak.
Yeah, very much so. Graham Cox, just coming to you before we go. It's obvious in our side that our depth is very shallow. I think we haven't got much squad depth. Do you think just running all into kind of the kind of December? Do you think that's really going to hurt us and hurt our kind of squad? Do you think?
We've been pretty lucky, I think, haven't we, with injuries for the first time like this century. Seem to have a lot of midfielders, though, don't we? A lot of sort of attacking sort of wingers. We certainly don't need another one of them, but definitely we need an Antonio-esque striker up front, don't we? Don't you think?
Yeah.
But I don't think we need to strengthen centre back now. We seem to, with sort of Cresswell doing the job there, we seem to have a bit of a few options there now, don't we? But it's just that centre forward, that lone centre forward for me. That's what we need, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. We've had lots and lots of different predictions come in tonight for our games. We've had 1-0s, 2-2s, all of these types of results. But I'm sure that we'll have a good game tomorrow. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining me tonight. And for you, Graham, and for us, Dad, good luck from Tuesday. Not so much you Villa fans, but thanks for joining me tonight.
Thank you, Jake. You're doing a great job.
Just quickly say, Jake, before they all go, is hopefully a couple of the Villa fans win, draw or lose, can come on Thursday night and just sort of talk about what you talked about tonight.
Yeah, definitely. That would be.
Obviously, if we win, they can all come back on. But
we'll be there.
Hey, Rick,
brilliant. Thank you.
Is that a tank top you've got on?
All the best.
That's a tattoo.
It's a tank top.
No, it's not a tank top.
Cheers, Jakey. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
All right. Cheers. Bye. Bye, mate.
Okay, and that's it. Just before I do go, I'm just going to say I've done this preview because we've had lots of Aston Villa fans kind of in and around and wanting to come on, and that I will bring my review to you because this obviously is a bit of a dodgy time. I will bring that to you on Wednesday for my West Ham Wednesday. That will be the review because obviously otherwise I'm going to have a video Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and it will get a bit much. So I will see you on Wednesday for a West Ham Wednesday that will review Monday night's game. But until then, thank you to all of my guests. I have been Jake Cox, and this is West Ham Unofficial. Come on, your Irons.